Apple just released a critical patch for a zero-day vulnerability that could have left your iPhone or iPad exposed to sophisticated attacks. But that's not all. There's a lot more happening in the world of Apple today. Welcome to the Apple Daily News. This podcast is created by Generative AI, and today is March 12th, 2025. Stay tuned for the latest updates on encryption battles, new devices, and even a lawsuit involving conflict minerals. Let's start with a heated debate in the UK over encryption. The Open Rights Group is rallying against the UK government's push for a backdoor into Apple's encrypted services. The Home Office wants access to user-uploaded content in the cloud, but critics argue this would compromise online security and privacy. Encryption is vital for protecting personal data during activities like messaging, shopping, and banking. The campaign has already gathered nearly 2,000 signatures, emphasizing the economic risks of weakened encryption, with cybercrime costing the UK an estimated £21 billion annually. Notably, Apple has already scaled back its advanced data protection for UK users in response to these demands, highlighting the urgency of the situation. Next, Apple has released a critical patch for a zero-day vulnerability affecting iPhones and iPads. The flaw, identified as CVE 2025-24201, resides in WebKit, the engine behind Safari. This vulnerability could allow malicious web content to bypass security measures. Apple warns that the flaw may have been exploited in targeted attacks on older iOS versions. Users are strongly advised to update to iOS and iPadOS 18.3.2 within 36 hours to mitigate risks. While there's no evidence of widespread exploitation, this serves as a stark reminder to keep your devices updated for optimal security. In hardware news, Apple has unveiled the 15-inch M4 MacBook Air, starting at $999 and featuring 16 GB of RAM as standard. This model addresses previous complaints about memory limitations and includes a 12-megapixel webcam for improved video calls. Powered by the M4 chip, the laptop offers a 15 to 30% performance boost over its predecessor. While it retains a fanless design, which may throttle under heavy loads, it excels in everyday tasks and boasts up to 18 hours of battery life. With its sleek design and competitive pricing, the M4 MacBook Air is a compelling option for both new and existing Mac users. On the software front, Apple's iOS 18.3.2 update has sparked user frustration by automatically re-enabling the Apple Intelligence feature, even for those who had previously disabled it. This feature can consume up to 7 GB of storage, a significant issue for devices with limited capacity. Users are advised to manually disable the feature if they don't wish to use it. The controversy has raised concerns about user control and transparency, with Apple yet to address the backlash. Shifting gears to leadership and strategy, David Heinemeier Hansson has drawn parallels between Apple's current struggles in AI and Microsoft's past failures in the mobile market. He criticizes Apple's lack of clear direction and leadership in AI, warning that the company risks entering a Ballmer era of mismanagement. Hansson points to overpromised but underdelivered features and suggests that a leadership overhaul may be necessary to steer Apple back on track. In a significant legal development, the Democratic Republic of the Congo has filed a lawsuit against Apple, accusing the company of using conflict minerals smuggled from DRC's war-torn regions. The lawsuit alleges that these minerals are laundered through Rwanda, despite Apple's claims of a clean supply chain. While French prosecutors dismissed the case, Belgium has launched its own investigation. The DRC's legal actions highlight the broader ethical challenges of sourcing minerals in conflict zones, with implications for the tech industry's responsibility in addressing these issues. Finally, Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak has criticized Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency for its aggressive job cuts in federal agencies. Wozniak described the approach as a sledgehammer method, advocating instead for a more nuanced strategy. He also voiced concerns over Musk's and Donald Trump's treatment of Ukraine, accusing them of bullying the country. Additionally, Wozniak shared personal grievances about being banned from X, formerly Twitter, after criticizing Tesla's vehicle quality. His comments reflect broader concerns about the influence of tech moguls on public policy and their accountability. That's all for today's episode of the Apple Daily News. Remember, Staying informed is the first step to staying secure and making the most of your technology. Links to all the stories we covered today can be found in the episode notes. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow for more updates from the world of Apple.